Well, hello fellow RVers, it's Gary here once again with Sharon behind the camera, Rough Road RV Life, and we like looking at freedom. Where's freedom brought us this time? Well, we are at Sanford-Yake Campground in the Lake Meredith National Recreation Area, part of Lake Meredith behind us. That is a huge lake. So we're going to go do a tour of this campground, but this campground is a little bit different because you have some water electric sites which you pay for, but then for boondockers there are lots of free sites that you can go for no charge at all. There's some right behind me here in this little where you see the tops of the table covers. So it's a little bit of an interesting part, so we're going to go show you it. So let's go tour. So we're coming into Lake Meredith National Recreation Area, Sanford-Yake camping area on Lake Meredith, which is fed by the Canadian River. And this up here, this little building to our left is the ranger station, and they were doing boat checks on the weekend, making sure your boat was legal. And there's a dump station.
Dump station right here. There you go. Cedar Canyon. If you want to know about Cedar Canyon, that has places that you can boondock.
Right on the lake too.
Right on the lake. So we walk our dogs down there, and we'll tell you why in a minute, but anyway, it looks like a really nice place to boondock, even if you have a little larger rig. There was a motorhome out there and a larger travel trailer.
Yeah, you can get right on the water.
Yep.
It's almost like camping on a beach.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a lot of free camping here at Lake Meredith, but we opted for electric and water, being the city folk that we are. Right? That's what it feels like. Now there's no trails right here in our campground, and our campground also is full of goat head spurs.
Sandburrs.
They get in our dogs' paws. So we load them up and go to other places to walk them. And we'll share those places with you.
There's a nice shot of the lake, part of the lake and the dike.
Yeah. It's very scenic here though. It's even though there's stickers everywhere, it's scenic, right? Wouldn't you say?
Yes, the lake is very scenic. The surroundings.
And there's other places you can go if you want a trail, which we have found. I just got done hiking the Harbor Bay Trail. It's I don't know, about 15 minutes from here, right?
Not that.
Yeah, and it's a really nice trail, and there's also the Turkey Creek Trail there. And those are really nice views of the lake. Very pretty.
Well, when you come in here, the first thing you're going to see is this big boat ramp parking area. This is a very popular lake.
And if you go follow the road straight, it'll take you all the way down to the boat ramp and the bait and tackle store. Why don't we go show them where that is? Because if you may need to check in and get some supplies or something there.
So if you just keep going around and down,
it is down, folks.
You're going to come to the boat ramp.
And this is run by I guess a concessionaire or vendor. I'm not sure what the word is, but so we didn't get 50% off here because it's private. It's run by someone else.
Well, you call the bait store here and they come up with your paperwork.
Yep, they're really nice people. And that's right there. It's called Right On Bait and Tackle and Watercraft Rental.
And there's a marina.
They do have boat rentals here. And they're quite expensive though. Fishing dock out there, and I'm assuming those are the pontoon boats that you can rent. Come out here and fish.
You can dock your boat.
Yep.
And this is the boat ramp.
Right there. Now I did walk the dogs down here and it was not bad. Sticker wise, that is. And there's a stairway you can go up to that big parking lot we saw earlier if you want to get some exercise in.
Something to carry all your fishing tackle down from if you park up there.
Now this campground has just 10 paid sites and all the rest are free.
And this is big parking lot.
Dams across the way there. And that's a nice overlook picnic area right there with a commemorative plaque about how Lake Meredith got its name.
And this lake goes on for quite a ways.
So these sites you see coming up here are boondock sites. Free camping right there, folks. Overlooking the water. And all those you see right down lower. And we'll show you where the paid sites are.
All right, campground loop. Here we go.
Camping and picnic area. Alright, it's windy here. But right down there, we saw some fifth wheels parked and enjoying the weekend.
Those are all free.
Yep. That's amazing to me. And, I mean, and there's a bathhouse here, so, you know, it's not like you're out in the middle of nowhere.
Yeah. There's 4 doors, 4 private bathrooms.
Yes. So there's some more sites down there. And then coming up on our left, let's see, how do we want to do this?
Well,
do we want to go back around?
How about I go back around?
Yeah, we'll show you these. So right now, just know that on the left are the paid campsites, but these are the boondock sites we're showing you first.
Yes.
And then we'll flip around and you get a better look at the
Paid
other sites. Yes. But there's some folks camping there.
And that lake is 80 feet deep. Until you get to the other end of the lake and it's 8 feet deep, and instead of being clear like that, it's muddy. It's kind of a tale of 2 lakes.
Yeah, it's because it's shallower.
Yeah.
It stirs up more mud, and there's a place right down there. Now these are all over. I do not know how many sites there are, but I mean you can see. I mean obviously these are going to be tent sites, but you've got these here.
Drive up there.
Show you here in a minute. Ooh. And then just there's a, you can go out over there. There's a giant Class A up here. That tree came down in our wind the other day. And there's all these covered picnic tables. Alright, so you can see over there is more. That fifth wheel on the left is a paid site. But you can see the over here, off to our right, again, right up there are all the boondock sites.
Dump station has potable water there, so in case you need to fill up a tank or fresh tank or something like that. You can get good water at the dump station.
Okay, so that is a peek at the primitive sites. Now Now we're going to flip around and show you the other sites. Ooh. This is probably the least windy day we've had here, right?
Yep.
Wouldn't you say? It wasn't too bad the day we got here, though.
This is site 6 right here.
Okay. So site 6, electric and water. I know ours is 50 amp. I don't know if they all are, but we'll put down on the notes. There's 7. And here's 8. The price is reasonable, though, I felt. Here's the bathroom, bathhouse right there. Here's our water spigot.
Yep.
That's your view from up here. This site here has electric and water.
The fifth wheel was hiding the number on the post.
Yeah. Did we know?
This is site 10, so I guess
10.
that was 9.
Yeah. Site 10 right there. Just for so you know where we're at, there's that Class A on that little hill we were just on. Oh, stop right here. I have to show you. There's Ruff Road right down there. Where's site number 1? So there's another primitive site right there. And winding our way back down for these last few sites. There we are, site 1, and all that nice yard there has those nasty stickers, so you can't let your dog walk there.
It was level.
Easy, nice, big pull through.
Front yard, not much.
No, it's,
Even the backyard is kind of slopey.
well, but there's stickers out there.
Yeah, there's stickers.
I took the dogs out there as soon as we got here to walk, and oh my gosh, it was bad. It was bad. I think if a dog could cry, they were crying. There's site 2 right there. And we're coming up on site 3. Right there.
Site 4. And the Sierra here sitting on site 5.
Yeah, these guys have nice covered picnic tables.
That would be it. Go around the corner to site 6.
There you go. So now we're back where we started from a while ago.
Well, that was our tour of Sanford-Yake camping area and the boondocking around. So, like we said, there's 10 pay sites here and all the rest are free. Depending on what area you choose to go to, there's multiple areas to boondock camp for free. As far as amenities go, our Verizon service here was really good. We had no issues with Verizon. We don't usually do negatives, but for us, a couple of the bad parts was trying to walk our dogs here was pretty much impossible with all the sandburrs. They're just all over, so we would have to load our dogs up and go to the local park over there to walk our dogs, or go to the Harbor Bay trailheads and walk over there.
Right. And just when we mean there's a lot of burrs here, there's a lot of burrs. Our poor dogs, one of them got a whole clump of them in her paw, and when I pulled them out, the thorns stuck in. They're, I guess, goat head spurs. They're really nasty, and before we realized they were here, we had a few instances that were not good. And then one of the hosts, the outfitter down there, they said, oh, they're really bad here. So be forewarned. If you have little children that run around barefoot or dogs, this camping area around the main camping area is loaded with burrs.
Yes. So that's the one of the main issues. As far as our site goes, it's a nice concrete site. We have 50 amps. We have a water. It was pretty level. Now the living area around here is kind of limited. When you walk out your front door, you got a couple of feet of concrete, and then you're going downhill. And the back is kind of slopey.
Right, but there's burrs out there.
And there's burrs out there, so
yeah, it's a non.
But there's enough room out here to set a couple of chairs and watch the sunsets, and the sunsets are really nice here, very aesthetic.
We have a beautiful view.
Yes.
Beautiful.
The lake is very, very pretty out there. As far as, of course, the outfitter down there, well, like we showed you, they have there's a marina down there and the bait store. They rent pontoon boats, etc., like that. Now, the town of Fritsch, F-R-I-T-S-C-H, I believe is how it's spelled. What is it?
F-R-I-T-C-H, I think.
Maybe there's no S in it.
Anyway, Fritsch.
Fritsch, yes. There's a nice gas station there, modern gas station with separate diesel truck islands off to the side that you can get big rigs in if you need to get diesel fuel while you're here.
Yep.
There is a Lowe's supermarket, L-O-W-E-S, not the hardware store. It's a supermarket with the same name. It's a decent sized supermarket. It's got a lot of stuff in there. It's okay. And then real close to it, there's a Dollar General.
And that Lowe's has a hardware
section,
a garden section, I guess, and hardware.
It's got all the nuts and bolts and parts if you need parts. It's pretty. It's got enough stuff in there. It's windy. Now we've been here 6 days, and we've had weather in the 90s, and we've had weather in the 30s, and we've had wind from anywhere from 8 miles an hour to 40 miles an hour, or more. So it's been a weather. Who knows which way the wind will blow today, so to speak.
And we are told, and we read reviews that expect it to be windy here. Mm-hmm. And Texas is windy anyway, I think. But as the young lady said, who came and brought us our paperwork, you won't have winds like you have here. And we're like, yeah, we've been to Oklahoma. We've been out west. We've been to Colorado. But I don't know. I think after those 2 windy days, are we in agreement that this might be the windiest place we've been?
Yeah.
Day 3, Sanford-Yake Campground on Lake Meredith, Fritsch, Texas. The wind is still blowing. The lake is still white capping.
It was rocking. Well, it knocked the tree over there.
Yeah, blew a tree over. It was, there was all kinds of advisories out, and rain was coming into the area. It was just one of those times that you hope doesn't happen when you're in a mobile home, literally.
I would say the primary recreation for this park is, of course, the lake. Mm-hmm. And we do see people here with four-wheelers, bringing four-wheelers in. I haven't really seen where they're riding them, but maybe there's some dirt roads around here where they ride four-wheelers. And then on the other side of the road over there, I believe they have bow and shotgun only hunting areas. A hunting area over there. And there's no playground here in the park, in the campground, but the Fritsch Park, City Park, is really not far from here. They have a pretty nice playground there if you have kids that want to take out and go playground.
Yeah, it's really cute. We ended up going there because that's where we go to walk our dog. That's one of our places. It's not that far to get to. It's a nice paved area. You have to watch for stickers there, but they aren't as bad.
Right.
And then if we have anything we need in town, we just grab it while we're there, and boom, we're back here.
They have a disc golf course inside the park too.
Yeah, they do. We were laughing at that because it's like, is it ever not windy here? That I'm just imagine throwing a disc and it's like, woo, okay. I'm going to stand 20 yards that way to get the one, 50 yards that way. I don't know. Maybe there's a technique to that. But anyway, it's a nice park to walk your dog around.
Now, if you're into hiking or hiking outside of the park here, if you stay on the pavement here, you're okay. It's a half mile around the park, around the camping loop here. You don't want to venture too far off the pavement, though. You're going to get sandburrs. But not far from here, once again, just a little bit past the city park, you can go to Harbor Bay. Is that what it's called?
Harbor Bay.
Harbor Bay. And they, I believe, have 4?
There's two trails. There's a Harbor Bay trail, and it has 2 loops that are a mile. So you go up on top of the mesa, and you can hike around, and they're about a mile each. So if you do the whole trail, I did the whole trail end to end, not in and out, and it was 5.5 miles. I did both the loops. It's very scenic, very pretty.
Now there is some ups and downs on that one,
but nothing technical. If you watched our video or saw any of my hiking from Caprock Canyon, when I hiked, I can't even remember the name of that ridge I went up on, but there was a ridge I went up on, and it was steep and rugged, This is a gentle up, switchbacks. It's how I feel every trail should be.
Now they're not wide trails; they are narrow trails, and they are rocky. There's some rocky places.
You have to watch for loose rocks.
Yes.
Yeah.
Now the other trail, I believe, is called the South Turkey Loop or something like that.
Yeah, I'll put it up here.
It's more flat.
Yeah, but it is really scenic, and it kind of rolls gently along, and it goes along the water. It is very pretty. Both of them are miles long. I can't recall how long the Turkey trail is, but it's several miles, and you can ride your mountain bike on them if you want.
Right, and also in the Harbor Bay area, it's a big day use area. It's got a boat ramp. It's a big day use area that you can go and spend the day. You're right on the lake. This is a cliff here. You really can't get to the water here.
Yeah.
Especially if you want to fish here, you've got a big drop off. You kind of have to go down to the marina where they have a fishing pier to fish this part of the lake.
Yeah, it's downhill, and that's not a bad dog walk. You're talking about dog walks. There's not a lot of birds in that area, and we walked up the road some, so we had better luck there than around this campground.
Right. Now it's 80 feet of water right here, like I said in the tour. It's clear water out here. You go on down, you get into the muddy water, which is 8 to 10 feet. So, and it's fed by the Canadian River. So.
And there's also another area here called Cedar Canyon, and there's boondocking there as well.
Right.
And there's boondocking at Harbor Bay, and I'm sure there's other areas around here that we didn't get to check out. We went to Fritz
Fortress.
Fritz Fortress is it's really nice. It's like developed boondocking, I guess. There,
yes.
It's like you have a picnic table and a fire ring. There's a bathhouse, but there's no hookups. So
and there was that other one that we didn't go down.
But it said no camping.
It might not. Yeah, they might have closed that one to camping.
We wanted to go down and see the Canadian River. It's on the other side, and we had our dogs with us. We were going to go walk around, and right at the top of the hill, at the 16% grade, it said 16% grade, no pets. So we saw that sign, and we just didn't.
We had to turn around and leave.
Yeah, so I still want to see the Canadian River, or if it's even there. It's hard to tell on Google Photos, but just to see what it looks like. But we had the dogs, so we just we were heading out on a dog walk, so we just haven't been back. Maybe we will.
Right. Bike riding here, just around the paved roads.
Yeah.
Might get sandspurs and
watch
flat
for
tires.
stickers.
Yeah.
Yes. I have a flat tire right now, so I'm like, I'm not even worried about it. I'm walking on my 2 legs. Well, despite the wind and the sand spurs and having to leave the area to go walk our dogs, we have enjoyed this site. We've enjoyed the view. So it's worth a stay. And the cost wasn't bad. Do you remember what the breakdown was of that? And prices could change. So we don't usually share prices, but I will tell you, we were not allowed, we couldn't use our America the Beautiful pass to get it 50% off, because this is a vendor-run campsite.
Right.
So
most national parks you can get a discount, but
yeah. I asked. I'm like, hey, they're like, no. So,
I don't remember. Was it like $160 for 6 days?
Yeah, that's but I don't know what the breakdown is.
I don't, whatever that is, people, there you go.
We'll put the amount there, but of course that can change. So I don't even like, the prices can change so much from year to year, as you know, if you've been RVing.
Or free, if you want to go across the street.
We saw fifth wheels over here. We've seen
giant Class A up there.
There's a big Class A up a hill, and where I'm like pulling a trailer, and we're like, how is it going to get down the hill? Because the only way you can go easily up is to back down, and the other part is pretty steep. But hey, I'm sure they know what they're doing.
Yeah.
Yep. So anyway, it's been a good stay. We leave Texas tomorrow, heading to New Mexico.
New sticker.
New sticker. It's been a good.
Texas was a new sticker. New Mexico is going to be a new sticker.
Yeah. Yep.
So I'm Gary. This is Sharon. The dogs are in there taking a nap. We're Rough Road RV Life. And we like looking at freedom. So click like and subscribe. Follow us on our journey. Leave a comment.
Say hello.
Yep. Safe travels.
So here we are, rocking and rolling. It probably is the worst we've ever seen. But we don't like it, do we, Luna? No, we don't. We're a little nervous.